The profit on your menu spoils just as quickly as the ingredients in your walk-in. Hidden supplier costs silently strip cash from your business. A supplier bumps the price of a key ingredient on a Tuesday. Without an automated system, you don't find out about that increase until your accountant runs the monthly numbers 3 or 4 weeks later. This chart illustrates exactly where that money goes. You have a flat line representing static recipe cost against a rising line showing actual supplier prices. That growing gap is the margin blind spot, pulling cash out of independent UK venues. In the current economic climate, monthly reporting is too slow to protect a venue's gross profit. Pricing today's menus based on last month's reality guarantees you will operate certain dishes at a loss. When operators realize they need to digitize their back of house to stop this bleed, they usually hit a wall. The market often presents a choice between two extremes. On one side, zero-cost manual spreadsheets. On the other, massive enterprise software that requires custom servers and months of training. To find a practical solution, we have to map the 2026 UK inventory software market into 3 distinct tiers, categorized by annual turnover and how quickly they deliver a structural return on investment. Prioritizing a low monthly subscription fee on basic tools often results in severe hidden financial losses through missed supplier markups. Let's look at Tier 1. These are the free stock counting apps and manual spreadsheets that require exactly zero upfront capital. But zero capital does not mean zero cost. Maintaining these systems requires 10 to 20 hours of back-office labor every single week to manually type out individual SKUs and update prices. As this matrix shows, Tier 1 gives immediate implementation for £0, but margin visibility is zero, recipe costs remain static. A supplier raises the price of flour. Without live invoices, your digital price tag stays the same. No alerts trigger, and margins drop instantly. Relying on Tier 1 means flying blind between stock takes. It makes free software expensive when calculating the gross profit loss to undetected price hikes. That brings us to Tier 2, the mid-market solutions. A clear example here is Jelly, which runs at a flat rate of £129 per month per location. The technical setup here is rapid. Platforms in this tier connect to standard POS systems like Square, Lightspeed, and Toast in about 5 minutes. The main driver of value is invoice automation. Suppliers send their bills to a dedicated email, or your kitchen team photographs the paper copy, bypassing manual data entry entirely. Every time an invoice is scanned, the line items flow directly into your recipe database, instantly and continuously updating your live recipe costs. We can see how this continuous flow works in this diagram. An invoice enters the system, immediately recalibrates the recipe cost metric, and if a supplier hiked their rate, it triggers a red price increase alert within 24 hours. A chef can take that precise line item data, call the supplier, and negotiate a credit note before the next prep shift begins. Catching just 2 or 3 of these price hikes means operators routinely recover their entire software subscription cost within the first 4 weeks. Finally, we have Tier 3, the enterprise and premium platforms. These start at £250 or more per month for a single site. You won't find flat pricing here. Everything requires a custom quote, and the complex onboarding process is measured in months rather than weeks. Deploying these platforms structurally requires dedicated operations staff just to map out the custom POS architecture and integrate the new software. Back at our matrix, Tier 3 delivers bespoke ERP integration and advanced forecasting for national networks. Over initial deployment months, hidden labor costs pile up fast on the timeline bar, long before the operator sees a single gross profit in sight. Tier 3 provides unparalleled systemic depth, but the premium in cash and time makes it unviable and completely unnecessary for independent, non-chain operators. Deciding which system to deploy comes down to matching these 3 tiers strictly against your annual turnover and venue count. Early-stage venues under £500 should stick to basic stock counting. Massive national chains must invest in bespoke enterprise infrastructure. The ideal middle branch candidate is growth stage groups with 1 to 20 sites over £500, perfectly built for Tier 2 mid-market tools like Jelly. Correctly matching your technology to your operational scale prevents you from overspending on useless features, while ensuring you don't underinvest in critical automation. We can see the real-world impact of this alignment with Amber, a Mediterranean restaurant group in East London. Owner Murat Kilic reported monthly savings between £3,000 and £4,000 by replacing manual entry with automated scanning. When factoring in the recovered credits and the 90% reduction in bookkeeping labor, the group achieved a 68 times return on their software investment. The true total cost of ownership extends far beyond the monthly fee. It is defined by your implementation speed and the absolute elimination of manual admin. Audit your current weekly administrative hours. Calculate exactly how much time your team spends updating spreadsheets, and weigh that labor cost against a flat £129 monthly benchmark. Automated margin tracking gives independent operators a clear view of their profitability in real time, preventing the data lag that once twained gross profit.